Hello everyone and welcome to another Maplestory 2 video. Still gameplay of the beta. And now I actually want to show you a bit about which jobs you can pick. So this is the circle we created last time, in the last video. Let's click correct to create. So as I mentioned before, we have 8 jobs. The Knight, Wizard, Archer, Thief, Berserker, Priest, Heavy Gunner and Assassin. So I want to go a bit more in depth about the jobs and which class is maybe the closest in Maplestory 1 to it. So first off we have the Knight, and if you compare that to Maplestory 1, that's probably the closest to a Paladin. So you have a sword and a shield where you fight with. Yeah, the playstyle is a little different in this game than from Maplestory 1, especially because it's a bit more 3D, not completely, but I will talk about that more in a new video. But so yeah, a Knight is good in protecting with his shield and then slicing the enemy with his sword. Wizard is more about its magic power, and it's a bit comparable to Fire Poison and Ice Lightning in Maplestory 1. So you can use your elements and then attack them. I don't think if you use your ice you get actually shield on them and slower the movement of foes, but for the rest they have fancy looking attacks. And most of these jobs all have like a dash skill where you can move around a bit faster, which costs you stamina, and like you can use with full stamina like 2 dashes, and then you need to recharge your stamina first and then you can use a dash again to avoid a boss. Then we have a typical archer, which is pretty much your bowmaster or marksman, and you even have your bird here as well, helping you around. So yeah, Archer is just shooting off projectiles. If we compare movement of jobs, I think they're all pretty similar, because most of them have just one dash skill, and you have a little skill tree, which I want to go more in depth to when you play the chart. So you can pick a bit which skills you want to max first. I don't know if in the end we can max all skills, so if you know, let me leave a comment. So the archer shoot with arrows. Then we have the thief. Thief and assassin are pretty much your thief class. So I would say assassin is the one using the throwing stars, and thief is more like a dual blade. So dual blade, close up, slay your enemies, having 2 daggers in your hand, and here just throwing your shurikens and throwing stars. So for the rest they are pretty similar jobs. Then we have the Berserker, which is a bit more like a Dark Knight, maybe hero combination. You pretty much are always in melee combat, slice your enemy, spin around, spin to win, you could say. Use your greatsword and kill anything that comes around you. Then we have the priest. Priest is your healing class, like the bishop. A lot of similar skills it has, like you can just heal constantly. Cost a little spirit, but you can just spam your heal. It's pretty easy to stay alive as priest. Its damage is, it seems a lot lower than the rest of the classes, especially Berserker, which has high damage. It's too bad they don't show like bars with how strong they are compared to attack, defense, mobility. But in general I think most classes are a lot more balanced compared to Maplestory 1. I think it's also much easier if you start a new game to balance them out right away. We have our heavy gunner, which is pretty much another dex class. And you could compare it with a cannoneer, I think, in Maplestory 1. Yeah, so you shoot off your flame or your bombs. High damage and probably a bit slow to attack with. Good ranged as well. And of course your assassin, which was your throwing star thief. So if you look at stats, priest and wizard will use intelligence, knight and berserker will use strength, assassin and thief will use luck, and archer and heavy gunner will use dex as main stat. So in those, if we look at that, that's pretty similar as how it works in Maplestory 1 with stat attribution. So yeah, that is it now for all the classes that are available in the beta. I know that in the official game there's also the Rune Blader and another class, Soulbinder I think it was. Those two are not available in the beta, but I think when the game will release they both will be available, or I at least hope so. I'm especially curious how the Rune Blader would play. So yeah, that's it for the classes. It wouldn't surprise me if they add more classes in future to the game. If you look at the amount of classes Maplestory 1 has now with 42, also started off with a low number. It wouldn't surprise me if they come up with a lot of classes, especially since most classes only use way less skills. I think the possibility would be much easier to create different classes, because you don't have to invest as many skills as in Maplestory 1 in one class. You just only need like 10 skills and not like 40 or anything, where of 20 attack skills, which we have in the Maplestory 1. So thank you for watching this video. Leave me a comment please with what your favorite job will be, which class you can start off. I started off now personally with the priest because I like healing, and in this beta I want to try out berserker at least. I think I want to try at least archer or heavy gunner, probably heavy gunner, and one of the thief. Then I have tried out one of each attribute class, so strength, int, dex and luck. So I don't think I will have time to play all, unless I only play them till like a low level. Then I could show maybe all the classes. So if you have preference for that, let me know. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next.